Hi! Welcome back to Capture the Flag calendar by NPST for this Christmas holiday, and we are on day 5. So let's just dive into it and open the mailbox to see what we have got. Today we have a new message telling us that there is a mole or a snitch among us. During some very secret investigation methods, we have received a message about a close meeting on the Norwegian mainland. This is between a mysterious source that is working for the South Polar and some unidentified people. So they ask us to help them investigate, since the OSINT elf do not have the time to track this one, and they did stumble about something they could fix with turbo overgang. Can you, from this message, find out where they are going to be meeting? Take the bus and jump off on the right track with the funeral that is into the seafood store. I will stand by the fountain some 10 meters from the bus stop. When you are close to the fountain, we will go together to the nearest library that is 50 meters from the fountain and make the transfer. So basically we are then looking for a library and we need to find the name of it, and we are supposed to give it a flag like this. So let's analyze the message. We can see that this is an OSINT test, and we can also see that they are referencing something called turbo overgang. This is in Norwegian, so I assume that this is supposed to be written in English, and since this is an OSINT task, it most likely references to turbo overpass. You can search turbo overpass and you get a link to this page. This is a page where you actually can search for all kind of different things on the map, and it's very useful, especially for this kind of field. In the task, we can see that they are supposed to be the meeting place near a bus stop with a library and seafood store and other things. If we then search for wiki overpass turbo, we get this wiki page where you can search for everything. So for example, if I would like to look up a library, I can start library, I can search for it here, and I can see use admit library, and I can then copy this reference, since this will give me all the libraries, and I can go back here and I can start writing node admit library, and then I can write I want to have everything inside my box. So now it will find every kind of library inside this box here that I show on the right side. That's quite useful. And the next thing we need to do is to write everything out in the body. And to do this, we type this to finish it, and we can write out body and run. Now I get all the libraries in Norway, but this might be an overkill. I want to narrow it even further down, and to do this, if we look into the text, we can see that it also had a bus stop. So I then want to find all the bus stops, and to do that, I can search for bus stop, and I want the public transport station where it stops. I don't want a station, but I want the places in the ground, for most likely it's just a small stop that is marked on the highway, and that is a stop position. So I can copy this and I go back, and I can now add node public position, and I write the same parenthesis here since I want everything on the map. But now I want to find all the libraries that is around this bus stop, so I don't need this anymore. I can instead write here node around, and then I can enter how many meters I want, and in the message it said it was at least 300-400 meters, so let's go with 400 meters for now, and then just the amnesty library, and I can run it once more. And we can see, okay, we got a little bit fewer one, but there was also another clue. You can see that we had a fountain at it, so we can search for fountains, and we have amity fountain. And we can go back, and then if you look at the message, it says go to the fountain, and from the fountain to the library. Then I want to find first all the fountains close to the public transportation, and it said it was 10 times meters, so yeah, maybe 150 meters. let's go for that and see what happened. MSD fountain. And from the fountain to the library it was less than 50 meters. Then we can run this one. Did we miss something? Oh yeah, we missed the semicolon there. Then we can run it and see what we get. Now we only have 3 places, or maybe more, but let's have a look at some of them. If we go to Lørenskog, we can see that here is the library, there is the fountain, and most likely there is a bus stop, but we are missing the fish store and the funeral service, so that is not the correct one. But if we go to Drøbak, as an example, goes closer in, we can see that here we have Frogn library, we have the fish store, we have the funeral service, and we have the fountain, so this is most likely the correct one. So that, if you write PST, and Frogn bibliotek, and hit send. Yeah, we get this message since I have already sent this in, and we then get the message back with nice, now we finally get them.